obviously a lot of big plays on Saturday. I'm sure they all look the same, but is it concerning that it seemed a lot of times the safety and linebackers were just getting beaten in space, and once that happened, there was no one there?
Yeah, we had a few big plays against us. Obviously, we've addressed that before. It's really not an acceptable thing to happen. So we got to fix them. I think there was a lot of good things, that happened in the game too. We had 11 possessions. Gave our offense 11 possessions in the first half. That's really good. Unfortunately, we didn't win the scoring battle in that. But there's 60 some odd plays in the game, and we played 7 of them poorly, and it cost us the game. So, that's just where we're at right now. Can't really put my finger on it, but we're definitely trying to fix it.
Coming into the season, there was a lot of talk about how the linebacker group was going to be the strength. How do you
still
think,
is?
You still feel that
Yeah.
way? I mean, how do you think they've played through 5 games now? I guess it is.
Pretty decent. I mean, the numbers are there. They're doing pretty well. Yeah. Obviously, you don't see it that way.
Well, no, I actually got it was a question from fans. They want to know what you thought about the linebacker play.
Yeah, I think they're playing pretty well.
Obviously, it's your defense now 100%. We saw a little bit more blitzing, pressures. Is that something that you hope to bring, in the weeks to come? Or?
No, those are all things that have always been there. We went from we're a pro style offense to a spread offense. We're trying to get the ball back for our offense as many times as we can. With that, there were some situations in the game that we could pressure them. Those decisions are all based off of what we see, what kind of personnel we have available to us, what the matchups are, and what the situation is in the game. Those are all the decisions that come. There hasn't been anything different because of what happened.
Regarding Nunzio, there's a lot of skepticism going in, or I guess I don't know if that might be too strong of a word, but just going from high school to college. I know he's 2 years removed, but curious your thoughts. You've been around for a while. You probably coached other guys, and you've probably been around guys who have made that leap. You did it. You coached at your alma mater, and then you went and became a GA. How difficult is it in this day of age? I know he ran a really good Bergen Catholic program that is, in a lot of ways, a college program. How difficult of a transition, one, and then how has he handled it so far?
I think he's handled it like a pro, but I don't think there's much difference. I mean, we're coaching kids. The schematics is probably the biggest difference, but in terms of addressing kids, coaching, high school kids to college kids, there's really there's not that much of a separation there. But he's doing a great job. He stepped in the role and is doing a really good job. So yeah, I don't think that there's a big change. Nunzio's been a head football coach. He's been in front of a team, for many years. So there's a comfort level that he has, when he addresses our team. You can see that.
How do you think Trey Avery played? That first half, obviously Avery was out with the targeting penalty.
Yeah, he did pretty well. He was locking, he was a lockdown corner for us. A lot that we would assume that would happen. We thought our matchups were pretty good. That's why we played a lot of man. So, yeah.
I know no two situations are ever the same, so it's tough to compare what you went through last year with Maryland to now, but considering, another interim coach, I mean, do you have to almost provide a sense of calmness, or this is how it's going to go, and do you try to provide that voice of calmness, so to speak?
Yeah, there's really no similarities. Those are two really different situations. But yeah, I mean, just being in those situations back to back, everybody stay calm. That's the biggest thing. We got in this business because we enjoy coaching kids, and being men of young people, So I think that's always been the focus for me, anyways. And I don't speak really much on it. I just lead by example. The biggest thing is that we're paid to do a job, and we're going to continue to do that until they say we can't anymore. and that's been the message, whether it's been said or not. We're going to lead in that way.
Coach, in the second quarter, Maryland ran back-to-back wheel routes with the running back.
Yep.
They got a 50-yard play and a 24-yard play. What
Yeah.
happened there? Was it just reaction time, or?
No. Just what? Those were bad calls. When stuff like that happens, those are bad calls. So I really put it on myself. We try to help them. With a particular call, and it didn't work out.
What stands out about Indiana? They can throw the ball pretty well. I mean, what kind of concerns you about them?
Well, they've got 3 really good starting receivers. We think they're all dynamic pass catchers. They're really good catch radiuses. The quarterback, when he's healthy, is pretty dynamic with both his feet and his arm strength. They present a lot of problems, and obviously they're running the right offense, to exploit, to showcase all their talent that they have. We'll have our hands full, because they have a good mixture of speed and quickness. They like to spread you out. They're going to be an 11 personnel team mostly. They change up the personnel, from time to time to keep you honest. We'll put together a game plan to see if we can slow them down a little bit.
Is there any similar, not ease, but are they similar in any way to Maryland? It's kind of maybe effective to go back-to-back weeks with Indiana and Maryland. Do you see sort of similar?
Yeah, they're both spread teams. We're going to see similar personnel groupings, similar formations. But Indiana's shown to be more of a pass first. They want to pass the ball a little bit more than they do running the football, but they've been pretty effective running the ball as well. So, there's some similarities.
All set?
Cool. Thanks, guys.